3 anonymous Facebook pages have risen in the Loyola social community and have some faculty and students concerned. Loyno Confessions, Compliments, and Crushes use anonymous submission forms to ask Loyola students their darkest truths, or in some cases, falsities.
You got to take everything with a grain of salt. I mean, all of that can't be true. Besides the stuff that's like, oh, I love it here, blah, 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 you know.
Alan Hall, a music industry studies junior, finds humor in some of the posts, but realizes most of them are fake.
I think it's just like really kind of silly how they just let anyone post anything about other people on there. I think they should have like some kind of filter as far as people's names and things like that.
2 similar sites, College ACB and Juicy Campus, existed a few years ago, but were shut down due to their controversial content.
Loyola Confessions is run by Loyola kids, so you'd think that they would have a little less, like a little more restraint versus ACB, but ACB always seemed a lot more cleaner and like appropriate for like people to be reading.
The site is mostly jovial in nature, but according to some professors, can be a dangerous breeding ground for cyberbullying.
Like if you read it, there's stuff like so-and-so's a douchebag or so-and-so this, that, the other. Just like very personal attacks with people's names. I think it would be one thing for people to be venting, which would be the intention of the site, but it's another thing to like specifically target that person and like mention their name and all.
Andrew Nelson, a visiting professor, studies social media and finds reasons other than gossip and cyberbullying for students to enjoy the site.
I think that having Loyola's name associated with Loyno Confessions, the Facebook page in question, is probably not so harmful to the university as more harmful to the students who are actually posting on it.
Nelson says that on the internet, you can be anyone and use that to your own advantage.
Well, you know, there's that old saying on the internet, nobody knows you're a dog. So I think that one of the interesting attractions to Loyno True Confessions is that the people who are on it and looking on it are trying to figure out who's doing the posting. And there are probably a few clues to that, and I think that's part of the attraction, that we're not always as anonymous as we think.
While the sites can serve as a venue for false identities and cyberbullying, Nelson sees it for its lighter side.
Here, of course, it does give you the freedom to confess something, but of course, whether that confession is valid, we don't know. This could all be made up as well. So there could be an actual true confession, and the other confessions themselves are probably made up, fictional.
While some see the sites as a potential danger for both the university and its students, others see it as just another social trend that'll die out in a few weeks. For The Maroon, this is Eric Neffler.